Hello once again and welcome to Change is Good. My name is Brian. We've got another $1,000 bag of quarters to go through. I'm going to cut this bag open and make a nice shiny pile. I'll be back in a moment. And you know what that means, don't you, bag? I'm sorry. A little bit. Ain't it purty? We're going to be looking for silver, West Points, proofs, NIFCs, or coins not intended for circulation, foreign coins, mint errors, and varieties such as double dies and repunched mint marks. When this pile disappears, I'll be back with a recap of the finds. Now it's time to get started. Okay, the bag is done. Let's do a quick recap of the finds. First up, we have a pair of 2020 West Point quarters. You can tell they're 2020s by the V75 privy marker on the left side. The first one is the American Samoa back quarter design, the most common one that I found in my area. The second one is a tall grass prairie, the second most common one that I found in my area. Next up, we have an NIFC, or a coin not intended for circulation. You can see the S mint mark over here, which means it was minted in San Francisco. This one is a 2018 Block Island, Rhode Island quarter with a mintage of just a little bit over 764,000. That's a pretty low mintage. Last up, we had one foreign coin. It's a South Korean 100 won coin from 1994. Overall, it wasn't a bad bag. Anytime you can add a couple of West Point quarters to your collection, you've done pretty well. I've actually got one more bag in my inventory, so what I'm going to do is add that bag to this hunt and see what happens. Let's get started. I'm going to cut this bag open, make a nice pretty pile. I'll be back in a moment. When this pile is gone, I'll be back with a recap of the finds. Well, that bag wasn't quite as productive as the last one, but it wasn't a complete bust. Let's see what we got. We had another 2020 West Point quarter, and it's another American Samoa back quarter. Like I said, pretty common one in this area. We also had another San Francisco minted NIFC. This time it's a 2017 George Rogers Clark Indiana quarter with a mintage of a little bit over 815,000. All right, now let's go to some finds under the scope. Under the scope is a 2005 Kansas State quarter from Philadelphia. This example has a letter T that was struck through grease here in the word trust. This is known as the In God We Rust error. They're pretty popular. Examples like this typically sell for between $5 and $10 on eBay. It's a good find. Here we have a more extreme example of this error. It's missing nearly 4 letters. This one would probably sell for a few bucks more than the first example. Next up is the reverse of a 2006 Nevada State quarter from Philadelphia. If you look here behind the horse's leg, you can see a diamond-shaped die chip right in this area. This error does have a nickname, but I won't repeat it here. These typically sell for $1 or $2 on eBay. Up next is the reverse of a 2022 Solid Ride quarter from Philadelphia. If you look here around the words E pluribus unum, you can see die clashing over here on the right, here at the top, and over here by Sally's neck. There's also a little bit over here behind her head. This is a pretty cool error, probably worth between $5 and $10 on eBay. Not a bad find. Up next is a 2022 Wilma Mankiller quarter from Philadelphia. If you look here at the corner of George's mouth, you can see a die chip right here, another one right here below it. This is known as a cold sore error. Now let's go to the back of the coin. Here on the reverse, you can see a large die chip here at the back of Wilma's hair. I call this the gum in the hair error. A coin like this would probably sell for around $3 on eBay. Not bad for a quarter. Now let's do some varieties. Here we have the reverse of a 2005 Minnesota State quarter from Philadelphia. If you look here at this central tree, you can see a doubled area here on the right side. This is one of 169 known DDRs on this date. That's a lot. Up next is the reverse of a 2015 Bombay Hook Delaware quarter from Philadelphia. If you look here right in this area here in the center, you can see some extra grass sticking up here on the right side. This is DDR number 5 on Variety Vista. Last up is the reverse of a 2021 Crossing the Delaware quarter from Philadelphia. If you look here at the bottom of George Washington's cuff, you can see a doubled area right here. This is VDDR number 1 on Variety Vista. All right, let's do a final recap of the hunt. Well, after going through 8,000 quarters, that wasn't a bad hunt. The finds of the hunt were the 3 West Point quarters. We also had 1 foreign coin and some nice mint errors and varieties. Not bad at all. And even though we found no silver, the West Point quarters will sell for around $10 a piece. That's why I make them my priority. They won't be out there forever. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content and it made you break open your piggy bank, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any feedback or questions about any of these finds, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. Thanks again, and remember, every coin has a story, and some of those stories are just a little bit lopsided. I'll see y'all next time.